Hey everyone. So in today's vlog, we're going to talk about relationships and soulmates and what it actually feels like to be in a balanced, equal relationship. So the first thing that I just want to put out there is when you're in a balanced, equal relationship, you feel heard. You absolutely, without a doubt, you just feel like the other person is taking whatever you're saying and they are listening to what you're saying, and they may have a perspective, which is great. And there's a communication and a bond between the other person starts to form because there's conversation about emotions and you feel emotionally protected. Almost like you can come to this person and they're not going to jab at you for telling them how you feel. They're not going to make fun of you, but they are going to listen. They may not agree, which is totally fine, which is part of evolution, but they won't jab or ignore or be passive aggressive. But what they'll do instead is they will listen to what you have to say and give an alternate opinion or solution, which is extremely respectful. And the vibration of the words that they say, they choose carefully because you might be in an emotional way. So this is what creates that trust and that bond between two people. And you know, in order to have a relationship like this, you cannot, the red flags that come up early in relationships, you can't ignore them. They're there for a reason. And in the beginning of relationships, often we have rose-colored glasses, meaning like we don't see the wrong in that other person because you're just really excited to be in a relationship. But remember, that excitement it's your shadow self. It's your ego. That overwhelming emotion of excitement, or you can't even think of anything else but this person, it takes up like your whole day. You want to hear from them again. It's like, it's crazy. That is your shadow self. When you do that, and when that happens to you, we've all been through it. I've been through it. You really need to take a deep dive and look into where have you experienced extreme lack in relationships in the past? And is this person even satisfying that? Or do you have your rose-colored glasses on because you have such a high level of feeling lonely that now that you actually are in front of another man or another woman, it just feels good to get out of that loneliness for a hot second? That is what rose-colored glasses are. So rose-colored glasses in relationships in the beginning are wonderful because if you can pinpoint what lack, rose-colored glasses, when you make excuses, like your friends can see in that other person what they don't like, but you won't be able to see it. It's useless for your friends to say stuff, but please, and now in those moments, listen to your friends, because that information is so valuable. And at that time when you take the information in from the people that you love, it's really important to see, like, why are you wearing these glasses? Where does this lack in my shadow self subside? Do some inner work if you are wearing rose-colored glasses in any relationship. And these rose-colored glasses will start coming off usually 3 months. So we all wear a mask for the first 3 or 4 months when we're in a relationship, but the masks will start coming off. And when the rose-colored glasses start to come up a little bit, sometimes it's too late because you're energetically now intertwined with this person, and you may feel like, oh, I can fix this person. I don't like this, but it's okay. It's fixable. I don't like that, but I can put up with it. It's okay. It doesn't bother me. Do not ever make excuses for people. that is to me always a sign of like unhappiness. When people are making excuses, always just be real. Being real really is an enhancement in self-inquiry. So if there's something about the other person that you don't like I recently, well, not recently, a while ago now, just broke up with somebody because, man, he just loved to, I called it arguments. No, I called it arguments without quotation. To me, it was everything had to be argued, but he called it a debate. So these were two, like, our perceptions of happiness and what we want were very different. For me, I don't fucking want a debate. To me, a debate with a partner, a healthy debate, fine. But it's not putting the other person down, and it's not thinking that you know more and the other person knows less. A debate is of facts. So to me, these arguments went on, I kept it going for way too long, and it just kept me like unhappy. And I'll tell you, if you're unhappy because of the other person and it takes more than 24 to 48 hours for you to resolve an issue with your partner, that's too long. I have a 24-hour rule where I go to the other person, talk about how I feel, and if we can't come to a middle point, then it's not gonna work. I know it's not gonna work. I know that the relationship is gonna be an uphill battle because the communication is off. For example, him saying he loves to debate and me saying, no, these are straight out arguments. You're arguing, you're not debating. These perceptions were very different because I would hold on to what just happened and what was just said because I felt hurt. So I'd be going through this suffering for over 24 hours because I never felt heard, even if I asked, or I'm a good communicator. So even when I communicated, okay, maybe I would feel heard, but then the same thing would happen again. Whereas this guy thought that we never argued. He was totally fine. He's like, we don't fight. And I'm like, we fight all the time. And he was just like, no, we don't. What are you talking about? So that meant that this argumentative behavior that he was masking behind debating is a norm for him, is comfort for him. So this suffering, that he created within me, he actually, in my opinion, enjoyed it and doesn't know any better. So that, when I looked at it, when I took a look at this whole relationship outside of my feelings or what I wanted, or I can fix this. No, I fucking knew. I'm like, I can't fix this shit. Fuck this. I'm not doing this. I want somebody who balances me, who is good to me, where we can have an intellectual conversation. So really, really become the observer of your relationships. Just think about the future. Don't put up with stuff. Be kind. I'm not saying be rude to the other person. Be extremely kind. And what really helps is keeping a journal of what you like and what you don't like, and just go through it regularly and write in that journal. If you're able to do these things, your next relationship will be of a higher vibration. So yeah, I don't know why, I just felt like I wanted to get that blog, get that said for some reason. Love you guys so much. Bye.